Good evening, all. Thank you, Magnus Group, for this kind opportunity. My topic is on, I think, hope you all can hear and you can see these slides. My topic is on the next generation cancer treatments, the role of genomics and AI. For clarity purpose, I'm switching off my, it's okay. So before going to AI and genomics, I would like to discuss on the current practices in the radiation oncology. What are the drawbacks and what is the scope of the future? Later on, we'll go for the artificial intelligence and genomic area in the cancer. You all know that in 1895, Roentgen discovered X-rays. In 1896 to 1898, so many radioactive substances were discovered, like uh, cobalt, this one, even Marie Curie found, Becquerel found. So many radioactive elements were found in that 2 to 3 years. Immediately after it, Roentgen discovered in 1898, these X-rays are used for the treatment purpose too. And we know that in radiation oncology, cobalt-60 we started. Now it is the era of linear accelerators, and even linear accelerators, the advanced treatments has come up. We are using CT, now PET-CT. So even MRI also becoming functional MRI and so on, we have been using in the radiation oncology. And there are various new equipment has come, which can support the moving targets and even tumor, any location of the tumors. And all this is to get the maximum dose to the tumor and minimum dose to the normal structures. So the latest equipments like JOP radio system, they don't need even a special bunkers, and MR linear accelerator, which gives the very visual representation, adaptive radiotherapies, and the reflection biological guided radiotherapy. So such advancements has come in this 100 years or 120 years after X-rays were found. Even there is a treatment planning system, the advanced treatment planning systems has come, which generally it takes 2 to 3 days. Now it takes only 2 to 3 hours. Now it has come to 2 to 3 minutes in AI, which I am going to show you the slides. So this advanced treatment planning systems and oncology information systems. Oncology information system is nothing but a communication between a treatment planning system and the delivery equipment. It not only do that, it uses a record and verify system, and also it can have EMR, electronic medical records, which is booming. There is no need of any hard copies. So there are various treatment modalities now, like 3D CRT, IMRT, VMAT, that means volumetric arc therapy, image-guided radiotherapy, stereotactic radiosurgery, stereotactic body radiotherapy, electron therapy, 4D CT, and gating. These are all for the moving targets and so on. Then now the question is, factors influence the treatments towards success or failure. If we analyze this, the factors that are influencing is tumor type and stage. That is the number one. Tumor size and location, tumor histology, all this about the tumor. I'm talking about aggressiveness, genetics, and patient health overall, patient age. If at all a radiation, it is a radiation dose. If it is a chemo, whatever it may be. These are the factors which are dictating. So factors influence treatments towards success or failure also depends upon the treatment planning and targeting, scheduling, because still under research. Somebody does hypofractionation, somebody conventional, somebody with a lower margin, somebody with a higher margin, somebody with some energy. Yeah? So like that. There are so many other things like combination therapies, patient adherence, and professionals like radiation oncologists, medical physicists, expertise, and to deliver such a good plans in supportive care, obviously. If you see the cancer data in 1971, there were only 3 million people with the cancer. So in 2022, there were 18 million people. So, and also if I make it shortcut, in 5-year survival rate, if you want to see, pancreatic cancer, if you see around only 10% survival rate is there. Lung cancer, 21%. Even today, the situation is like this. Ovarian cancer, 48%. Colorectal, 65. So let some like leukemia, lymphoma, breast cancer, they are doing well, prostate, but they are not, nothing is 100%. So which cancer is not curable so far? We all know that, we all can agree that metastatic cancers, advanced lung cancers, advanced liver cancers, stomach and colon, late stage metastatic brain tumors, incurable pediatric cancers, they're all so many still are very challenging even today. So in which areas radiation oncology failed? That is very important. For that, we are in the coming slides, you will be getting clear picture. This, of course, cancer types with inherent radiation resistance, metastatic disease, radio resistance tumors, late effects, patient access equity. There are so many things that gives. Also, I kept here cost and resource. Some facilities like in remote facilities like Africa, where linear accelerators are itself a challenging thing. So they cannot even afford. They don't have resources. Even we have proper resources. Even in India, they don't have in remote places or in government sectors. So in which areas we can confidently use radiation? Of course, we are success. All these years, there is a lot of research. We have been doing well, but the success rate compared to the failure is not satisfactory. So, of course, we can confidently use radiation for the localized tumors, post-surgery, pre-surgery, neoadjuvant therapy, palliative, brain tumor, spinal cord, bone mets. So there are a list of things are there where we are uh, success part is better. You may ask where artificial intelligence is coming up in radiation oncology. The friends who are working in radiation oncology, they already knew, but for the convenience of all the uh, team, I'm going to present few slides on artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence is nothing but a simulation of human intelligence in machines or in computer system. Okay, so you all know that its background is the machine learning. So these AI technologies encompass a range of techniques, including machine learning, deep learning, and natural language processing. So the examples are like, for example, if you see the mobile, it, it reads the face, right? Face recognition. Another is, you know, that robotics already we are using. Like that in healthcare, finance, transportation, entertainment, everything and more. They're all we are using artificial intelligence. Of course, in radiation oncology, treatment planning optimization we are using that who are all working with the radiation, with the algorithms and with the latest treatment planning, they might have come across. Dose prediction and adoption, okay? Everything is inbuilt. Quality assurances, image-guided radiotherapy, dose monitoring reporting, radiomics, and automated contouring, patient management workflow optimization. There are several things. Of course, I am going to tell only just one, that is automated contouring. Right now in Karkinos, we are using automated contouring. Previously, 70s, 80s contours, if you want to draw, it takes nearly 5 days. Minimum important things, if you want to draw normal structures and tumor, it takes 3 days. But whereas the automated contouring after coming, it takes only 2 minutes. So the workload has drastically come up with the highest accuracy. And the uniform contours across the India we can manage. That is the beauty of this auto. This is one example that in AI I'm giving. So like that, there are several, like a clinical decision support, research, resource allocation. There are several. The fundamental question again it will come: is AI technology is going to replace jobs in radiation oncology? No. So they are just supportive. Okay, in RO in medical risks bring a wealth of medical knowledge, clinical judgment, and patient interaction skills that AI cannot replicate. They have AI still have some limitations. So AI only a supporting tool for the existing either surgeons or clinicians or the chemotherapist or medical oncologist or whoever it may be, radiation oncology. It is a supportive system to get it advanced. So now AI is completed. Now genomics. Where is the genomics in radiation oncology? The question. So through genomics only we can able to do the personalized treatment, because in radiation, if you see the RTOG protocol, RAFM protocol, anything, the dose prescription is same to everyone, even for Asian, Indian, or European, or American. The personalized treatment, for example, even in India, the structure for the different human beings are different, blood groups are different. So if I go on tell, it takes a lot of time. So personalized treatment means for each individual, if you want to go, genomics is the must for even for the cancer treatments, even for radiation oncology. And another one I will highlight, and I will go to the next slide: targeted therapies. So the main aim is to kill the cancer cells, the tumor. We don't want to disturb the normal structures surrounded, right? And what is happening here, whether you give chemotherapy or radiation, the effect is more on the human and means body rather than the tumor. In some cases, with the reactions only, patients are dying. Previously, in radiation oncology, there are a lot of reactions. Even today, the dose to the other organs are still, of course, they are in the limitations, but they are still affected. So all these things can be avoided only by this genome sequencing. So another is prognosis assessment, how it is increasing or decreasing tumor, resistance mechanism, where is the resistance is happening, monitoring disease progression, what happens after 1 month. So like that, minimizing harmful side effects, avoiding ineffective treatments, predicting family risk, and advancing research towards the cure. So with this, what is genome? A basic thing. This genome is a just cell having a nucleus, having inside chromosomes. A chromosome is having array of DNA. A part of DNA is called a gene. Gene having nitrogen bases like thymine, adenine, guanine, cytosine. You all know this. And sugar phosphate backbone. This is the genome. So this is another way of representing a part of DNA is called the gene, right? So what is genome sequencing? This is nothing but this order of AGCT. This is the basis. This sequence tells the kind of genetic information that is carried in particular DNA segment. This guy found this sequencing. He is called the Sanger. That's called Sanger sequencing. With this, scientists can use sequence information to determine which stretches of DNA contains genes and which stretches carry instructions turning genes on and off. If you know, for example, if you are capable, we can turn off the cancer gene, which is cause, so that we can cure the cancer. So that is we are coming up to that. Some technology has come up, but we are not. Still, it is under research. So this is the reason this genetics is so important. Sequencing data can highlight changes in a gene that may cause disease. Okay, and of course these are the basic things. A always pairs with T, and C always pairs with G. This is the next generation sequencing which we are using for the sequencing, and it is because it is very. I'm not going to describe how library preparation, all these procedures here, but I'm going to talk about the advantages. It's a very speed, cost effectiveness, high throughput, and of course discovery of novel variants. That is the most important thing. This is the from Illumina Nova 6000, and it has various applications, but most important for us is cancer genomics. NGS is crucial in identifying cancer-related mutations and understanding the genomic basis of cancer. So, in which areas genome has to see, like exome sequencing, somatic mutations, and copy number variants. There are several places where they are responsible for the tumor, and and of course, telomerase length, tumor heterogeneity, splicing variants. There are so many other indications where we can find the cancer in the genomic sequencing. So now the question is NGS can change the radiation therapy? That's what we are discussing. Yes, definitely. I already told you in my first slide, personalized treatment. So without this, we cannot do personal tailor. We can tailor the as per the anatomy, as per the physics of that, as per the region. We can change the and make it a personalized treatments. Identifying potential targets and predicting the treatment response, monitoring treatment efficiency. I cannot explain in detail everything, but of course, these are the basic things. Is NGS can change the radiation therapy? Yes, combination therapies we can add, risk assessment, clinical trials. These are the equipments, and these are the some of the methods where we can know whether it is a resistance or not. If it is a resistant, how to make it, what is the marker in that we can find, and where the solution, how it can be cured. This is our investigation that is going on. Is anything with AI and genome can influence the treatment in future? Yes, with AI and genome, we can definitely influence the treatment, because with this genomics, the data is huge. Only with the AI, we can do this one. And of course, treatment selection, which selection is better, drug discovery, clinical trial matching, everything is happening out of 1 lakh samples. If you want to search one by one, it is very difficult. That can be achieved only through this AI. So I think I'm getting late, but anyway, I'll try to close in another 1 minute. And you know that the data that we are using is very huge in the genomics. For example, in the radiation oncology, we may use giga or mega or giga or maximum tera. Here, if you see that it is iota. Okay, for this, we have to manage the AI and ML with the genetics. Otherwise, we cannot derive. For example, to try to treatment planning system, if we want to calculate, we cannot do it manually without computers like that. So 22 years have passed since the genomic has come. So this has reached a level such that we can do now all the applications through the genomics. Already we are using, like, identifying genetic disorders, identifying the primary kind of cancer, how a certain kind of cancer will progress in a patient, improve the function of gene editing tools such as CRISPR. All this already it is in the pipeline. Thank you very much. This is my reference. Uh, Thank you very much for this opportunity.